So I did not get this on camera, but like an hour ago, had a lot of wolves howling, probably less than a mile up the valley here. And the dogs, they went crazy, howling back and forth. So last time I had wolves close to base camp with dogs. Mind you, this was 350 miles north of here. They came into camp, all 8 of them, after weeks of playing tag, basically, out there with peeing on each other's piss posts every other day. And they finally came into camp, all 8 of them, at 30 feet, basically throw a rock at them, and I stared 8 wolves down in the eyes and shot 10 shots of 22, and I shot 1 shot over 300 Weatherby, which is a big boom, and then they took off. Anyways, I am curious to see whether they'll come in to camp tonight, because my experience tells me that wolves do not like my dogs, so we will see what happens and kind of prepare for it, because I do not enjoy it when they come into camp, because they're not frickin' friendly. So I'm gonna do what I need to do to feel comfortable sleeping tonight. I'm going here. We're gonna get the rest of these. Boom. So I got 7 extra shots here, and I got 3 in the gun already. So don't you worry, doggies. We got the shit right here. Nobody's gonna get you. We got a 270 with us that will do damage, and Yana in the tent has a 44. Yep. We got that beauty with us as well. It is Adigan's first tryout for a camping trip like this, and he's not used to all the sounds of things that make noise in nature, including wolves, and I think he is feeling a little nervous. After all, he is still just kind of a young teenage man, and everything is new. What is it? Shh. Shh. And you could maybe say that I'm exaggerating and wolves don't fuck around with humans, but that is an absolute lie, because when you have dogs out in the mountains, they see them as competition, and especially my dogs for some reason. So usually when there's other dogs howling or other wolves in the area, they will go check it out if it's in their territory. So I am expecting that. I hope it doesn't happen, because it's not fun to deal with a wolf pack coming into camp and when you have dogs. But I'm not taking my chances by not being prepared, since I've actually experienced them at really close, and that was not fun, and I was alone, and this time I'm not, and I'm very happy about that.
Morning. Hi, Nixie. Morning. Luckily, no wolves came into camp, but I definitely slept with one eye open all night. With a new day on the horizon, we aim to go exploring up the valley.
So here we got some fresh wolf tracks coming down yesterday. That's probably what we heard last night. And there's a lot of them. How many did you see up there?
There's probably 3 or 4.
3 or 4 of them?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because there's like a lot of tracks coming down there, but they were sliding, so it's hard to make out like how many individual footprints.
But nonetheless,
that's a lot of track.
yes it is. We haven't seen any wolves out here. Obviously we heard them last night pretty close. There's tons of caribou, so they obviously have food. And then we also did stumble upon a very old carcass, so this valley is super productive, and that's kind of fun to see. As long as it keeps away from us and we don't have to deal with it, then I'm happy to see it. Here we are. I want to see the carcass. Itzy's already found it, I see. But I think this might be old. Yeah. This looks fairly old to me. Yes, it does. There's one. There's one over here. Here's one. Itzy, leave it. That's an old carcass. And there's a lot of shits around here from birds. So they have definitely done some damage here. Found a caribou carcass, and it is piss and shit and fur and leftovers and diarrhea everywhere. So they have definitely cleaned this thing up. I'm thinking it's fairly old, honestly. Like, not too old, but let's say 2 days to a week, I would say. But I could be wrong. It's pretty cool to see these things out here. Yana wants to take the antlers with her home if she can. So we're gonna watch her struggle with that now.
Oh, that's so not coming off. Do you think we could bring the whole skull?
Well, how would we get the skull off?
How would we get,
I don't have a
we
knife.
could just twist this 1,000 times. It's gonna be a lot easier than anything else. That's how.
It is Yana's last night out here. We had dinner after a long day of exploring. We've been sitting in the tent and doing a little chit-chatting, and yeah, you've had 4 nights out here?
Yep, this is night number 4. So far, so good. We don't hate each other yet.
We don't.
I'm leaving as a friend, not an enemy.
Oh my god, what did you think that was gonna happen for real?
No!
No, we're still friends and we're still neighbors. Ish. Yep. Neighbors then. She's leaving and I'm sad. That's my point here. Because it's been nice to have company out here. Someone who knows how to run dogs.
We're gonna do it again, though.
Yeah, I think we should, like we said earlier, I think we should consider it spring tradition.
I think so.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Thank you for having me. It was a good trip. It was. And we'll have to do it again next spring and other trips.
Bye! Bye! Here she goes. Just me and the dogs left for another 10 days. Yana just left and it's snowing and it's cloudy and it's kind of windy and whatnot, so I'm going to pull out my party trick that I brought with me for days like this when feeling the blues and put on my rose-colored glasses, and now everything is pink and much better.
It's wet and gloomy, the perfect day to leave the mountains. I'm feeling unmotivated and quite frankly just want to cocoon into my sleeping bag and watch a movie. We're spending one night at the old camp before I head back up to the mountains again. I sit on my sled for an hour before I decide to pitch my tent, just contemplating where to put it, staring into the snow.
So, Yana has gone and it's my first night alone, and here we have Itsy Bitsy. Itsy Bitsy. I have been thinking a lot about it today, whether I can spend a whole winter up here or not. We're 2 weeks into this trip, and I definitely feel like I could. This is a good area to travel around with dogs. I do, however, believe that the winds would be pretty harsh out here in the winter time. But it's very much doable because there's tons of firewood. But I think being alone out here an entire winter with dogs would be pretty rough mentally. Even though I would have access to go to town if I needed to, which is a 2-hour car drive. It's nothing major, but I definitely feel like if I'm going to do something like that, I would want to spend some excessive time out here with somebody. I have friends who would love to do something like that for maybe a few weeks at a time. So if I could mix it up with having people and doing this with people in the winter, in the dead of winter of darkness and cold, then I think it would be much more manageable instead of spending like 6 months or 5 months alone. I think that would be a bit excessive. But I can spend a month alone, or more too. That would be fine, as long as there's purpose and something to do, like trap and hunt and film. It's just fun. It's fun to go and do these things with people. You just feel a lot more at ease when you don't have to make every single decision on your own. So as I get older, I realize that I enjoy more company on these trips than I do all by myself. I used to do months by myself, and as much as I enjoy that too, I think maybe it's time to do a little bit of both instead of just solo all the time. I'm at that stage in my trip where I don't want to eat any of my food. I'm sick of my snacks. I'm sick of my hot chocolate. The only thing I'm not sick of is my liquid IV and my caffeine pump, like liquid pumps. I'm not sick of smoked salmon or anything that has to do with like hard meat, stuff like that. But I'm fucking sick of my snack bag. I packed these for 3 weeks, the same content. There's 2 different ones, but I'm like, ugh, I don't even want to touch it. I am disgusted by my oatmeal, completely over it, but I have to eat it because I need energy and I don't have anything else. I don't really get tired of the freeze-dried meals because they're different every day. And I know it's not been that long. It's only been like, we're on the 15th day today, but 15 days of eating the same shit when you're like not in starvation mode, it's a mental game, okay? And I'm trying to overcome my mental game here where it's like, oh yeah, I fucking love honey nuts. I love dates. I've been eating it every day, but it's amazing. It's not. So yeah, it's a mental game. And just to add to the equation, I've gotten pretty skinny already. There's not much left here. This is skin for the most part. Like there used to be a little bit more of a pouch here, but it's pretty gone. So only 2 weeks out here and I've gotten skinny already. I mean, I have a little bit left, but not really. Fuck, it's getting there. I can't afford to lose any more fat on my ass, that's for sure. It's about fucking going inwards at this point. I need to train so hard and eat so much protein when I get home because I cannot go into summer looking like a stick figure. I don't like it. I want to be beefy and juicy, and for me to do that, because I'm naturally very lean, I have to eat a ton of food and lift very heavy and very consistently, and that is really hard to do, to eat that much food for me when you're this active all the time with dogs and shit to do and chores. But I'm gonna give it my effort, so this will be my lean out to summer, and then I'm gonna go home and pump it all the back up. I think it also might be time for me to do a proper cleanup. This lifestyle, it takes a toll on you. Luckily I got enough of these bad boys to clean up.
Back in the mountains, the weather won't give up, and the days are grey, wet snow, and windy with the sun breaking through every now and then. It feels quite lonely. The mountains feels bigger than before and more vast. I think about what a life would look like out here, all by myself for months on end, with dogs as my only company, alongside the grouse, the fox, the caribou, and the wolves. Life is at its purest form when out in nature like this over time, with no distractions, no sense of time, and one is just existing. Most definitely bonding fiercely with my dogs, the most precious thing I have to my name.
Time to pull out. I'm not really having that much fun in this weather. I want to go on other adventures, and I think Itzy has gotten a new role in her retiree life, and she's going to be the rabbit in front of the dog team. And I never would have known that that would have worked had she not gotten injured from the day one out here and had that role. So she definitely has found a new purpose in life, even though she's not going to be the main sled dog anymore. And as for me, I have decided that I can spend a whole winter out here, but I will not be doing that alone all the time. I'm not going to set out on 5 months alone and think that that's going to be okay. I'm happy to have visitors, and I'm learning a little bit about myself every time I have a visitor. And I think that I will come back to this and see if I can spend at least a few months out here, because I think I could. I'm honestly excited to get out of here at this point. It's windy and nasty and no visibility, and honestly, I could use a shower. Until next time.